All right, good morning, everyone. My name is David Banks, and this is my weekly presentation for CIT 261. Today, I'll be going over JavaScript and a little bit of CSS and a little bit of HTML. So, to start out with, I'm going to show you the finished product so you can see what it looks like, and then we'll kind of go backwards from there, and then I'll come back and take a look at this again. So as you can see, I've got a form here, and in this form there's a few different options. You can pick a movie, you can pick a media type. I've got Blu-ray, digital, DVD, standard shipping, and we got international shipping. Sorry, I got a stupid advertisement. Hold on. Okay. All right. So you can see, like, select an option here. We don't have a price yet because we need to select media type. So we'll do DVD. So Iron Man DVD is $40. I realize some of this is kind of ridiculous, but it's just an example. So then we can add shipping to that, and that makes the price $45. Or we can do Iron Man 3, which now costs $55. The Avengers, which is $95. Iron Man, which is $40. And for international shipping, we add another $20 to that. So those are kind of the basic different options. Now let's go into the actual code and see what that all means. We'll start out with our HTML document. As you can see, I've got a JavaScript shared running in here, linked to this, as well as the main CSS style sheets. So we'll go down and we'll start looking through the main portion. So right here, we start out with some div tags. We've got our header and our banner. Those apply to my links up here, my header. So nothing too big there, just pretty standard. This is where we start getting into the actual JavaScript. So I got another div tag there. That div tag is for CSS stuff. So we come over here. That's background, fonts, font size, all that good stuff. That's what that div tag is for. And then we start with our form. So our form is actually, scroll down, sorry, this guy right here. So in this guy, we have a few different labels, right? And we got a radio button called selected movie. And then we're doing this thing called calculate total on click. Well, what does that mean? All right, what that means is on click, it's going to run a JavaScript program over here. Down at the bottom. So calculate total is all of these right here. Get movie selection price, plus media price, plus shipping price, plus international shipping price. Huh. Okay. Now this is really where we start digging into JavaScript, sorry. All right, so we have some different movie options. These correspond, if you noticed over here, to these, right? Here's our value, here's our selected movie, type of radio button. So we come back over here. These are different values, the prices for each, right? Movie prices. So this is my array. So I set up the array, and then the values represent the cost of the movie. So I set up another associative array for media prices. So you can see the first one, select media, is just 0 because it doesn't cost anything. It's just the default option. The rest of them cost 25, 5, 15. I just kind of pulled these numbers out of thin air. So next we go down to get movie selection price. In the movie selection price, we get the reference from ID, or we give the reference to movie form, which if you come back over here to the HTML code, there it is right there, movie form, right there. So this is my form action. My ID is movie form. All right, so keep on going down. This is our loop for each of the radio buttons. It'll just go through them and figure out which one we've actually selected. So if one of them is selected, then it will run this, and you'll get the value and add that value to it. So, for instance, if we select Iron Man would be the movie selection, right? Dot value right here, which is 20 for that particular one. So that's how that works. So that's the first one it runs through. Then the next function it's going to run is the get media price, and same thing, still movie form. Remember over here in the HTML, running this guy right here. Then we select the type of media that we want, and that's selected media dot value. So it's the same thing, selected media. So we selected something from this drop down, and we selected Blu-ray, and then that value is 25. So a Blu-ray is $25. And then same thing on the shipping price. The shipping price is a little bit different though, because it's actually a checkbox, not a radio box. So we do some, there it is. This is more of a Boolean command right here, because it's simply just figuring out whether or not the box is checked. There's no different value. It's only one value. So it's $5 or no $5, period, flat fee. So the next one, international shipping, is the exact same way. It's just more. It's a Boolean command again, and it's just whether or not you've actually checked the box for international shipping. And then, like I said, we come down here to our calculate total, and gotta change one thing real fast. Sorry about that. All right. And then our movie price is going to be equal to all of these put together. So we have the base movie price with the media type price, with the shipping price, and or international. So with these two, one of them is going to be 0. One of them will be 5 or 20, depending on which one you select. I realize this is kind of contrived, because if you pay for a movie, technically you're paying for one kind of media type already, but it was just kind of to give an example about how we can add those together. So then down here in HTML, I've added in the total price for the movies, for the movie, and then dollar amount, and then plus movie price, which we come back here to this variable under calculate total, is all these put together, which I just explained. So that's kind of a rundown of that. That's how the JavaScript works. And then, as I pointed out, there's various JavaScript tags inside of the pricing.html. Like the ID media comes from the JavaScript. The include shipping comes from JavaScript. That's over here, up here in this guy. So that's what we'd include in that form. So they all connect over if you read through it. And this example can actually be found on my website. You can go to marvelcomicsuniverse.com. Give it a second to load. And this is the home page, and then you just go to the Buy Movies tab, and it'll take you to this form. And as you can see, it'll be hidden until you actually make a selection and then a media type. And then down here, you can also put down your contact information for if you were actually to order. I know I didn't go over that super well, but it's pretty basic. You simply fill out the details, and then on click, it will calculate the total and send you an email. Now, it doesn't actually do that yet. I haven't. That's just an empty button, but that is the idea behind it, is to do that. So that's something I may or may not get up and working, but it's, like I said, again, it's a little bit contrived, but that's how JavaScript arrays work, and that's how you kind of embed them into HTML files. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Thanks, and have a good morning.